All right, so now we're on page 5. This is the most recent stuff, so it should feel pretty familiar. First one says solve with square roots. So I take the square root of 64, and I get two answers. I get positive 8 or negative 8, because negative times a negative is a positive. Subtracting 3 from 8 gives you 5. Subtracting 3 from negative 8 gives you negative 11. And that's it for number 12. For number 13, it says solve by factoring. So that was a bad line. It says solve by factoring. So I want to think of two numbers that multiply to make 5 and add to make 6. That's just 5 and 1. Notice that I didn't write those as the solutions. Those are just the factors. The solutions are the numbers that make those equal 0. So what number plus 5 is 0? Well, that's negative 5. What number plus 1 is 0? That's negative 1. Number 14 says to change it to standard form. Most of the time when we've done these, we've drawn these little distribution boxes. You don't have to do it this way, but a lot of you seem to like setting it up this way. After I do all that, I'm just multiplying the outsides and then adding up the insides, and I get x squared plus 2x minus 8. And that's standard form. All right, scooting on down. We are graphing, and this one looks like x plus 2 times x minus 2 times x minus 4. So when I plug it in, I'm plugging in x, 1 for both of those. So 1 minus 2, 1 minus 4. Multiply those together, I get 3. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 4. Multiply those together, I get 0. 3 minus 2, 3 minus 4. Multiply those together, I get negative 1. 4 minus 2, 4 minus 4. Multiply those together, I get 0. 5 minus 2, 5 minus 4. Multiply those together, I get 3. You can use a calculator for that, but it's really good practice to try it a couple times where you're doing it by hand. It's all small calculations. You just have to do a couple of them in a row. So x equals 1, y equals 3, x equals 2, y equals 0, x equals 3, y equals negative 1, 4 comma 0, 5 comma 3. There's our beautiful parabola. The vertex is at 3, negative 1. The x-intercepts are at 2, 0, and 4, 0. And then the y-intercept, I didn't quite get it on my table, so I'm just going to plug in x equals 0, 0 minus 2, 0 minus 4. Multiply those together, you get 8. And that looks pretty good with my graph, but I wasn't super careful about counting the boxes. All right, moving on down, I think it's just another quadratic, but this one's in standard form. It's the same idea, but instead of plugging in the x's and then multiplying those answers, standard form means you plug in the x's, then you add those answers together. So 0 squared, 4 times 0, 3, adds up to 3. 1 squared, 4 times 1, and 3, adds up to 0. Because 1 minus 4 is negative 3. Negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Again, it's not like on a test you necessarily need to do this in your head, but it's actually really good practice, and it'll help you understand, why the graphs look the way they do. If you at least try a couple of these calculations by hand. 2 squared is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 minus 8 plus 3 is negative 1. 3 squared is 9. 4 times 3 is 12. 9 minus 12 plus 3 is 0. 4 squared is 16. 4 times 4 is also 16. Plus 3 is 0. You should also notice that a lot of the same numbers are coming up because this graph has the same shape. It's a parabola shape. It has a lowest point, it goes up 1, and then it goes up 3 more. After that it goes up 5 more. It has that odd number pattern that we've talked about before. The vertex on this one is 2, -1. The x-intercepts are 1, 0, and 3, 0. The y-intercept is 0, 3. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you have any questions. Happy to help.